I am Michelle Hutton, owner of Twin Fitness with my sister, and I want to talk a little bit about today about show training, how we got started, what it kind of all involves. There's a lot that goes into it, but let me just rewind about 20 years. So I'm 43, and about 20 years ago, right after I had graduated from K-State, hence that's why my office is purple, but I graduated from K-State and I literally was bored. I was bored one day. I was sitting on the couch. I've always been a personal trainer, so I was personal training, but I was on a break, right? My little split shift that I used to do. And I saw a fitness competition and I was like, oh, I think I want to do something like that. I had a little bit of gymnastics experience. I would not call myself a gymnast by any stretch of the imagination. I had a little bit of, like I said, gymnastics experience. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of bored. I was always an athlete, always in sports. And I was bored. I wanted something to accomplish. I wanted a goal to achieve. So I was like, I think I might want to try that. Well, at that time, 20 years ago, there was no such thing as figure, as bikini, and there was sure in the heck no such thing as men's physique and all of that stuff. So the only options you had was to do fitness, which for those of you that don't know, it's all the routines with the flips and with the music and the fun little outfits. We had one pieces we wore. Yes, for those of you that are competing at this day and age, there is no such thing as one pieces anymore. They have removed those, thank goodness, because those were even more expensive than a two piece, believe it or not. So at 23, I started doing some research, decided I'd do my first show. Got some private gymnastics lessons, had someone help me create a routine, and did my first show. And wow, I was a hot mess. No, I am not even kidding. So I have no idea what I'm doing, right? Because I trained myself and I did everything myself. I wear this baby pink suit that I thought was the bomb, by the way. And I tan myself because I don't know what I'm doing. And I get to the show and all the bodybuilders, I was the only one backstage that was doing fitness. I was the only female that was even backstage that wasn't a bodybuilder. Yes, everyone else was a bodybuilder that was around backstage. So I have no idea. So I see all these bodybuilders spraying Pam spray all over themselves. So I'm like, oh, well, I think that's what I should do, right? So I get a bottle of Pam spray and I cake myself. My sister sees me and she's like, what is all over you? I'm like, oh, it's Pam spray. Everyone's doing it. So it's not a big deal. So anyways, to make a long story short, that is where my journey started. A year after that or so, I think, is when my sister jumped on board. And after about 4 years in fitness and my body aching from head to toe, I was about 28-ish, 4 or 5 years in fitness at that time. I decided my body was a little beaten up. I couldn't handle it anymore. I had a couple just minor injuries, nothing major. And so we decided to go into figure. Figure came out. So that was exciting. We got into figure and did some training there. Was competitive at a national level in figure. It was I never had the wide shoulders like those figure girls that I wish I had, but we were competitive. We were competitive at national level. And then we decided to take a little break, and then that's when bikini came out. So now we're at the age, I think I was 34 when I went pro in bikini, if I'm doing my math right, maybe a little bit older, 38. That was after I had my first child. So I had my kids, we had our kids, and then at 2011, I think 2008 is when bikini came out. Well, 2011 is when my sister and I got our pro cards. And my pro card journey, it was amazing. It was the greatest accomplishment, I think, to this day that I feel like that I've ever achieved. And it was just so surreal because you've seen it go from basically nothing when it comes to females that weren't bodybuilders to turning into what it is today of this wonderful, competitive camaraderie that everyone has. Everyone has that goal. And whether it's a goal of you stepping on stage and making it a bucket list for yourself, or it's a goal of going to a national level and then turning pro. It doesn't matter what that goal is. It all depends on you as that person and making it your personal goal. So we decided in 2011 when bikini came out, that we wanted to get our pro card. So that was what we set forth to do and to accomplish. So it was fun. Like I said, I did 12 shows. My sister did 14 shows. I don't recommend that. That was a lot. But the mistakes we made along the way, we don't let our competitors make. So we have a lot of knowledge. We have a lot of good connections to make sure we give you the right information, that we prep you the right way, and that you are prepared when you hit the show. I was just talking to a young girl yesterday that's prepping for a show in September, and I told her, I'm like, you can prep and do everything that's great and your physique can look great, but if you don't have the posing, for example, down, you will mess up your whole placement. If you don't have the suits down, you'll mess up your whole placement. So they really, when bikini started, believe it or not, when I started in bikini, they were saying it was going to be off the rack suits. Yeah, go to the store, buy a bikini. I wish I had a picture. I have a picture somewhere of me at my first bikini show. Oh my gosh, like you would die with. It was a swimsuit that I bought off the rack. Seriously. So that's where they started with bikini. For all of you out there, now it's turned into a much different type of competition than what that is. So the journey is amazing. If you ever want to try something, if it's a bucket list for you, do it. It will be the most amazing, rewarding thing you will ever do for yourself. No lie. Like, you will feel so accomplished. That's why when I started when I was 23, I was so addicted, if you will, to the sport because of the thrill of being on stage and just not necessarily placing top 5 or placing top 3. Trust me, I just was texting a client the other day. There's a lot of shows that I didn't place or got dead last. It's okay. It's all about consistency over time. And if you don't want to do show after show, that's fine too. Just making a goal for yourself and achieving that unachievable. As a mom, it's amazing. As just a person that was an ex-athlete, you feel so accomplished. So it's a great sport. You can do it at any age. As a IFBB Pro, Bikini Pro, I can step on stage at any show and still as a pro, and I'm 43. So it's one of those things where if you've ever thought about doing something so amazing and you don't think you can accomplish it, I'm telling you right now, you can do it. I stepped on stage 4 months after giving birth to my last child, my second child. So it is doable. Trust me. If you're out there, if you're doubting yourself, I've sent a link at the bottom of the screen. Go visit our website. We take care of everything from A to Z, from hair, makeup, posing, nutrition. I'm a nutritionist. All of my trainers are nutritionists and nutrition coaches. So all of that is the important, that encompasses the whole picture. You want to make sure you have everything in line from your, like I said, your nutrition, your coaching, everything. Posing, making sure your suit's the right color, the right fit, your hair, your makeup. So everything that you need to go into a show, we are here. We are your one-stop shop. We will make everything easy for you. We have fun. I have a great staff that helps keep everything good and fun, and you'll have the time of your life. Trust me. So anyways, until next time, just know that show training and shows this day and age are very, very, very different than what they used to be when I was 23 years old and 20 years ago when I was the only person stepping on stage and doing my fitness routines. So hopefully this was informational. Hopefully it was motivational. Shoot me a message. Visit us, our website, twinfitness.com, for more information. And until next time, we'll see you later. Happy training. Bye.